Welcome to Storybit, a place where science meets the untold stories of humanity. For centuries, humanity searched for an answer to an ancient mystery. What makes us who we are? What decides the color of our eyes, the sound of our voice, or the rhythm of our heart? The answer was hidden inside every cell, wrapped in an invisible thread, carrying the essence of life, DNA. But this isn't just a story of science. It's a story of ambition, rivalry, genius, and a discovery that changed the destiny of life on Earth. It was the early 1950s. The world was recovering from the shadows of World War II. Science was reborn, driven by a new purpose to understand life, in order to rebuild the future. And at the heart of that silent race was one great mystery: the structure of DNA, the secret code of life. In Cambridge, two scientists, James Watson, a curious and impulsive American, and Francis Crick, a brilliant but chaotic Brit, believed they were on the verge of uncovering the greatest secret of modern biology. They shared a fierce ambition to be the first to unlock the secret of life. But they were not alone. In London's King's College, a woman was working quietly, her name nearly lost to history. Rosalind Precise, methodical, relentless. Rosalind wasn't chasing fame. She was chasing truth. Using X-ray diffraction, she saw the DNA as no one ever had before. Each image she captured was a window into the inner workings of life, a crucial clue for the future. The rivalry between Cambridge and London grew stronger. Watson and Crick, without direct access to Franklin's data, built models based on intuition, trial, and theory. But something was missing. Until one day, a single photograph changed everything. It was the legendary photograph 51, an X-ray image taken by Rosalind Franklin herself. It revealed, with almost poetic clarity, the helical pattern of DNA. That image, shared without her knowledge, reached Watson's hands, and in that moment, the secret of life began to unfold. From that image and their own calculations, Watson and Crick built the model that changed the world. Two intertwined chains forming a spiral staircase, the double helix. Each step was made of paired bases, perfectly matching one another, like pieces of a biological puzzle. The code of life was finally cracked. When they announced their discovery in 1953, the scientific world was stunned. Watson and Crick became legends, symbols of human brilliance. But Rosalind Franklin's name almost vanished. She, who had captured the key evidence, was not recognized equally. She died only a few years later, never knowing how her work had changed history. It took decades for the world to finally honor her contribution. DNA was more than a molecule. It was the instruction manual of life, the code that connects all living things, from the tiniest virus to humanity itself. Inside its spirals lay the story of evolution, the memories of the past, and the potential of the future. That discovery gave birth to a new era. Biology was no longer just observation. It became engineering. We learned to read the code, and then to write it. Cloning, genetic modification, and now CRISPR tools that let us edit life itself with surgical precision. We can now correct mutations, cure genetic diseases, and even reshape the essence of life. But one question remains: how far should we go? The discovery of DNA was a triumph of human curiosity, but also a warning. Understanding the code of life gives us power, and history has shown that power always comes with a cost. DNA revealed that everything is connected: humans, animals, plants, microbes, in one perfect web of existence. But it also reminded us that altering nature's design can bring unpredictable consequences. And yet, curiosity drives us forward. Today, scientists around the world study DNA to resurrect extinct species, extend human life, or create entirely new forms of existence. The line between the natural and the artificial blurs more each day. And maybe, in the near future, we'll be able to rewrite the very definition of humanity. Rosalind Franklin, Watson and Crick could never have imagined the impact of their discovery. What began as a race between scientists became an existential revolution. Because in the end, DNA is not just the code of life. It is the mirror of our ambition. It reflects both our brilliance and our danger, our hunger to know, and our willingness to risk everything to understand. DNL is our past, our present, and perhaps our future. An invisible thread connecting everything that ever lived and everything that ever will. And as we continue to decode it, one question still echoes in the human mind. If we can rewrite life, what's stopping us from rewriting destiny? If you enjoyed this journey into the secret story of life, don't forget to leave a like, share the video, and subscribe to Storybit, because there are still many secrets waiting to be uncovered.